Hello, my name is Derek Craig with New Day Outdoor Productions. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up the Magnus Bullhead arrow system. Just for the record, just start this off, I'm not affiliated with Magnus Broadheads in any way. I'm not being paid to do this. Happen to know Mike and his company a little bit. I won a video contest for theirs last year during turkey season. And since then, Mike's been real kind to me in helping me along with some of his product. He actually sent me a couple of his arrows for his system to try out. So I thought, as a favor, I could show how easy his system is to set up and some of the different things that his bullhead broadhead is capable of doing. It's a very effective archery tool for harvesting turkeys, quick and over right away, pretty much. So with that, I'm going to do some walkback tuning with this basic arrow. And the arrow that he sells, it's made by Victory. It's a V-Force. He's got 4-inch 4-feather fletching on it and a right-hand helical setup. It's basically a full-length arrow. They might have trimmed half an inch or an inch off of it, but this is as you would buy it, and it's got a 125 grain head on it, field tip head. The field tips don't come with them, but I threw that on there because the bullheads that I shoot are the 125 grain. So again, with this, I've actually paper tuned this bow. This is an older Matthews Outback that I blacked out for hunting out of a ground blind. It was just a fun little project that I did. But it's been paper tuned, and so what I'm going to do now is a little bit of a walkback tune, and when we get that done, we'll start flinging some bullheads. So hope you enjoy. Okay, real quick, how I go about doing a walkback tune. I'm sure everybody's got their own way of doing it, different way. I read up a little bit a couple years ago on how to do it and guys' different methods, kind of adapted my own method. What you see here is I'm actually standing about the 20-yard mark. My target's down there. It's actually on my paper tuning frame, and what I do is I put a piece of paper over it. And then what I do is that allows me to use the same arrows, because you want to shoot 3-4 shots from each position and see what the average group of those arrows is. This way it lets me, rather than use a dozen arrows, I can get away with using 3-4 arrows and mark the paper spots. I can see exactly where things are. And then you see a neon pink string there. That gives me, it's got redneck weight on the bottom, a little bit of crosswind behind my barn, so I used a 4x4 to keep that string straight, true up and down. And that string, I can tell as I step back if my groups get further and further off that string or not. The whole time I'm going to basically hold my 20-yard pin on the orange dot up there, and then as I get farther back, obviously my arrows will drop, and I want them to do that for right now, and I want to see where they're at in relationship to the string. Then I can make my adjustments to my rest or knock or whatever I've got to do. So I don't think this should go too bad, but that's my basic way of doing it. Like I said, I'm sure others have got their own ways, but you know, this is the way I do it and it works for me. So you can do it this way, or you can find your own way to do it. Either way, just do what works for you. The end result's to have the most accurate setup you can get. Okay, here we go. We're going to take our first shots at 20 yards. We're doing the double camera setup. I got another camera up there running that'll videotape the point of impact a little better than from back here. Again, I'm going to hold on to the bright orange dot in the paper there with my 20-yard position. I'm going to shoot 3 arrows at the spot. Then my spot fell off. I have to go put the spot back on. Now again, you can see I grouped those really tight right there. I put the sticker back up on about the same spot it was. Now I'm going to move back to 30 yards. When I do so, my point of impact is going to drop probably somewhere down around in here, I would imagine. Okay? And what I want to track is where that stays. If I keep aiming at the center of that dot, do my arrows go further right? Do they stay on true? Or do they drift to the left? ideally I want them to stay on true. Whether they're right on this line or not, I really don't care at this point in time. I'm trying to get them all in a perfect vertical line. Then I can adjust my sight side to side. Okay, now we're going to start at the 30-yard mark. Okay, this is the last set that I'm going to shoot with these settings on my bow. This would be the 40-yard shot. Move back, I'm still going to hold on that dot and see where the arrows stack in relationship to the cord. As you can see right here this time, my arrow's kicked way left, just like on the shot footage. So that tells me I got to tweak my rest just a little bit. I'm going to go back once I do it. I'm going to shoot at 40 yards again and see if I can't bring it right back over. It really shouldn't take that much rest adjustment to bring that back over. Okay, what you can see here was in those 3 shots after I adjusted my rest, I came over, my first shot was a little far right. My second shot, I can't remember which one it was, but my second and third shot were these two on either side of the string right here. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that setup, and I really don't think right now that there's a lot for me to tweak. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to end the walkback tuning video basically and go ahead and shoot some bullheads in the next video at some various things. And then as I shoot more in the coming couple weeks as we prepare for turkey season, get my form back, get the muscles built all back up, I may tweak a little bit more on the rest. And it's going to be very, very fine movements, like a 64th of an inch, you know, here or there, maybe up, down. But some of this you're seeing here, I'm sure is form. Like I say, I haven't really shot a bow hardly at all since deer season's ended back in December. And here it is mid-March. So a little out of shape, a little out of form, but overall you got the basics of the walkback tuning. That's how I do it. Again, these are the Magnus Bullhead Arrow System. Really impressed with them so far. This is basically the first I've shot them. I want to thank Mike at Magnus for setting me up with some arrows. And I would encourage everybody, if you got a video camera and you turkey hunt, to get into his turkey video contest. Last year I won some great prizes. I won a Magnus rack pack and some bullheads and some other odds, some camouflage clothes, some other odds and ends. So it's a real good guy, real good company that he's got there. Puts out some great products. Support the good guys out there. Magnus Broadhead is one of them.